mentioned a lot of important things. I'd like to thank Mr. Nafa for opening his heart and house for this great meeting. Mr. Sevak for the invitation and your kind words. Jordan indeed is the place, as you mentioned. I'm going to talk about my experience through the baptism site of Jesus Christ. You mentioned His Majesty King Abdullah. No, let's go back to His late Majesty King Hussein. The baptism site of Jesus Christ was recently rediscovered in August 1995 by the late Father Miguel Epicillo of the Franciscan Church and His Highness Prince Ghazi, the advisor of His Majesty for Cultural and Religious Affairs. A few months after their visit to the site, where they discovered pottery sherds that go back to the early Roman period, the Christian period, they went down closer to the catchment area of the River Jordan, where they discovered remains of pottery that go back not only to Christian times, but also to Islamic times. Now, after a few months, there was an audience with His late Majesty King Hussein, who was asking each prince, "Have you got anything new?" His Highness stood up and said, "Majesty, yes, we have discovered the place where Jesus Christ was baptized." His late Majesty stood up and said, "Well, this is a great issue. I wanted to do it," but he said, "We have a problem, Prince Ghazi. The site has minefields." So His Majesty had two great orders without which the site would have been closed now. First of all, to demine the area. Number two, to form a royal commission to take of this important Christian site. This is true experience of interfaith harmony, not just words in common words like Surah Al-Imran, verse 54 that I read. Reading the Quran as a Christian or learning from the Quran makes me understand each other better, I do believe. So, let me just end up by saying that at the place where Jesus Christ is baptized, we have remains of 5 churches. 3 of which were built in Islamic period. So, what we're talking about started when Islam got here through Caliph Umar ibn al-Khattab, through Sophronius, the patriarch of the Greek Orthodox Church in the 7th century when they signed the Umariyya. This is not just a signature. It continues until today, and it shall continue to generations to come. We have Mr. Kabariti here. I'd like to say that, for example, for the Greek Orthodox monastery, there was a big donation to build a chapel in the monastery by Mr. Kabariti. So this is an example, a Muslim donating to a Christian thing. These are things to learn from. This is how we should teach our children. I thank you ever so much for the invitation, Mr. Avedisian, and great to be at your residence, Mr. Nafa, and thanks, Yota, all the best. And all the best, I don't know what to say. It's so exciting to be here. Thanks for your great book.